Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Jewel Hampton, and I'm a part of the COM 100, Section 734, taught by Mr. David Clare. This video is just going to be my informative speech assignment. It's entitled Cheers Life because that is what it has become for me, and I just generally want to talk about my involvement as an MSU cheerleader here, and hopefully my audience will learn more about all that goes into cheerleading at Michigan State University. Everyone loves us, especially Spartan Nation. However, no one has the slightest clue what goes into cheerleading. It's not always as glamorous as you would tend to think. Because the general population is extremely uninformed, I'll start by speaking on our huge amount of dedication that is required for cheerleading. I'll go on to talk about risk and injuries involved, and then lastly, I'll speak on our image and role in the MSU community. Now that you've had a moment to dwell on your perception of what cheerleading is, let me enlighten you on what our reality really is. Cheer, especially at a Big Ten university, is a huge time commitment. We practice 3 times a week outside of games and other events. For football season, it's usually not as bad because games are consistently every single Saturday, so you know. But basketball season is pure chaos. You can have a game on a Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, any given day of the week. And so our schedule has to be relatively open, and that's a huge commitment to be willing to sacrifice that. You can have 1 or 2 games a week also, and that's not even including the other 3 practices that we have to attend. Um, we also have to plan our lives around cheer. Well, there are practices and games, and they happen almost year round. We have games during all of our breaks besides the summer. So there's Thanksgiving break, there's the winter or Christmas break, there's spring break, and so things like that where you want a vacation or want to spend time with your family, you're not always allowed to. And in the event that we are able to vacation, you have to plan and ask way ahead of time so that we're allowed to do so. We are truly dedicated Spartans. To go along with this huge commitment, there's also a lot of risk involved in the sport, just like any other. Cheer has been described by some as one of the most dangerous sports. Um, Stunting is the main reason. The lifts and the tosses that we have are not always the safest, and you have everything from basic stunts to basket tosses to pyramids, and whenever you're being held or thrown at a minimum of 10 feet in the air, it's always risk involved. Outside of that, we also do a lot of tumbling and flipping, and the amount that goes into what we do is also a lot of wear and tear on your body. So there are a lot of injuries involved behind the scenes. And I think that a lot of people usually don't take that into account. They see us go in the air and it's cool, but the amount of time that it took to practice that and get it perfect is not always as glamorous as it may seem. In addition to this, there's always the huge responsibility of representing Michigan State University at all times. As a portion of the MSU image, we are expected to do a lot for the university and carry ourselves a certain way. Whenever we're asked to attend something by the university, we definitely make a point of going. So we attend everything from alumni events to freshman orientations to golf outings or something as simple as just coming to schedule pictures with Sparty. Whenever the university wants us, we have to be there, and so that's another commitment that we have to do outside of practicing games. Additionally, others may request our appearances for their own special events. This summer alone, I've gone to a retirement home just to speak and take pictures with the elderly, or some of the teammates flew to LA for the huge graduation party of a young man who's going to be an incoming freshman. So we do a lot of events outside of university events that also require a lot of our time and commitment. Now that you've heard a little more about all of the cheerleading obligations of this university, I hope you all have a better understanding of all that we do. This is just a small summary of our responsibilities and everything that comes along with being a Michigan State cheerleader, from our hectic schedules to our occasional injuries and even our events and charity and outside appearances. All of these things are just a part of the job. By no means is this a complaint because I truly love what I do and I couldn't be more proud to be this role in the athletic department. However, cheerleaders aren't always appreciated and not aren't always seen as athletes and respected in the way that we should be, but we dedicate just as much time, sometimes even more, and I'm glad to be able to enlighten you on all that goes into what we do. So thank you for listening. Go Green.